for business. Let's say hello to Marcus Carlson. Marcus, Switzerland's second largest bank caught with its hand in the cookie jar.
Yes, at least if you believe US senators, because Credit Suisse has been answering accusations that it helped American clients avoid US taxes. US senators, they've been grilling executives from the Swiss lender, including CEO Brady Dugan. He blamed a small group of 10 to 15 bankers for behaving badly, but he said that senior managers had been unaware of this wrongdoing. This follows a report that US customers held 22,000 Credit Suisse accounts back in 2006 from this US Senate committee. Overall, these accounts added up to more than 12 billion Swiss francs. Despite the bank's regret, US Senator John McCain says the bank needs to take responsibility.
Credit Suisse's management team regrets very deeply that despite the industry-leading compliance measures we put in place, we had some Swiss-based private bankers who appear to have violated U.S. law.
Credit Suisse prospered for years by not requiring its U.S. clients to be tax compliant. While it made some changes to its internal policies, it was slow to ensure sufficient compliance by its U.S. account holders.
Now, that was Senator John McCain speaking there in Washington earlier. We're going to follow this story, of course, and see if there's any financial repercussions for Credit Suisse in the end. Next, earnings at Airbus took off last year because of record demand for passenger planes. The plane maker posted full-year profits near €1.5 billion earlier. That's 22% higher than for 2012. Shares traded higher as Airbus predicted higher profits looking ahead as well. It also pledged to ramp up production of its most popular aircraft, the A320, by 2016. As passenger planes do well, though, there have been concerns about the military side of Airbus. Chris Bockman spoke about that and other challenges with the chief financial officer of Airbus in Toulouse earlier.
Globally, in terms of the budgets, you're right. I mean, they are not growth perspectives per se. However, the group has a brilliant portfolio of activities. Take the A400M, where we now delivered 2 aircraft in 2013. Take the tanker aircraft, which are now getting into a mature phase, which we delivered to Australia, also to the Middle East, and also having good prospects on this one. However, I mean, we need to drive hard the competitiveness of the programs to increase further export opportunities. We talked that morning about the Eurofighter need to book export orders in order to sustain production rates in the mid to long term.
The euro, you mentioned, I think it's an issue because the volatility. When it's at 135, you can handle it. When it goes above the 140, it's painful. That's not good for you for signing contracts, is it? Because you just don't know where it is. It wobbles.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the dollar issue is always with us, but we managed it, I think, quite well. In the past, over many years, we increased the dollar content of our cost base significantly. It went from a 320 program from 50% to a 380, 60%, and now on a 350, it's 70%. So that's the most important lever. Then what is left, we hedge. So I go into the market and take financial instruments. And we have a hedge book which is not less than $76 billion. And that gives me protection for 2014, 15, and 16.
Now, that was Harald Wilhelm speaking there to Chris Bockman earlier. Airbus shares, they were among the winners this Wednesday. They gained 1.6%, and that takes us to a look at the wider stock markets in the United States. The indices are trading higher this hour. It follows a strong report that shows a strong increase in new home sales over in the United States in January. That report was seen to boost European shares as well towards the end of trading, but it wasn't enough to push the markets into positive territory. Credit Suisse shares were among the losers there. They lost around about 2% during trading in Europe. Let's talk you through a few other business stories that we're following for you. Ukraine's currency has hit a record low as there are fears of more political turmoil. The hryvnia has fallen by around a fifth against the US dollar since the start of the year. Ukraine's central bank has spent billions of dollars in recent weeks to prop up the hryvnia, but its foreign exchange reserves are running low, and it says it's not planning another intervention. Despite the government's efforts to lower unemployment in France, the number of job seekers in this country is increasing. There were another 8,900 people looking for work in January. That brought the number of job seekers to another record high of 3.31 million. The French government is pledging to cut unemployment by year end. And Japanese authorities are probing the troubled Bitcoin exchange Mt. Gox. It comes after the website of the Japan-based company went blank on Tuesday. There are fears that Mt. Gox has lost the hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoins it had on its books. The outage also put the spotlight on the credibility of Bitcoin, and the value of the virtual currency has fallen in the past few days. That's the business news for now. I'll be back again in around about an hour and a half with more business headlines. For now, though, it's back to you, Francois.
All right, many thanks for that. Marcus Carlson with all the day's business news. Now, 24 hours ago at this same time,